Hey, what's going on, guys? It's been a little bit, about a week or so since I've shaved. Well, it's not true. It's a week or so since I've recorded a video. It's been 2 or 3 days since I've shaved. But yeah, we have some good going growth here. Typically, you can't see too much, but you can definitely see growth today. We're going with my second Stirling soap that I purchased. This is Scots Pine Sheep. This is their Mutton Tallow as opposed to the beef tallow, or yeah. So I'll be using the my Rockwell 2C in gunmetal. So I'm using that today. And be using feather for the blade. I'm just unpackaging it here. One thing I love about feathers, obviously, is they're very sharp. What I don't love about feathers is the amount of glue that they put on these things is just astronomically ridiculous. I mean, seriously, I'll show you here once I get this. So this side's okay. But, I mean, look at, like, oh, by the way, new camera. I don't know if you've noticed any difference or not, but this is a new camera that I'm recording this with. So yeah, I mean, you could see, it's probably focusing on my face. Let me see if I can block my face. But you can see the amount of glue there and here. I mean, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, they're not, it's, anyways. And, you know, they come in this hard case package here. So even if they bounce around a little bit, it's not like, it's above my head and pay grade, I guess, to worry about why they do it, but whatever. So top cap's coming off. Razors going in, or blades going in. We're going to use the R3 plate today. So whenever you're putting this plate on, you want to make sure that your whatever setting you're using is facing towards you. So R3. And then we're going to screw her on. Giggity. It's Mother's Day today, actually. Happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers, if there's any watching, and if not, yeah. Go get your mothers or wives that are mothers something, guys. So that's the Rockwell 2C I'm going to be using. For the razor, it'll be the RazoRock synthetic 24 millimeter brush. It's been soaking. It doesn't necessarily have to. This is the base here. And we're going to go ahead and start loading. The scent on this soap is very piney, for lack of a better word. And yeah, I mean, it's called Scots Pine, and sheep just means that it's using the mutton tallow. But yeah, it's a very piney scent. That's the main notes I'm picking up. I don't know if there's any citrus in this. There could be, but if there is, I'm not getting too much of that. I'm mainly just getting the piney, and I'm just kind of letting the sudsy stuff kind of fall off into the sink here so I can pick up some more soap. And I think that's enough. All right, so that's the load, and that's the tub. Go ahead and get a little bit excess onto the face. I think this shave was supposed to be with a straight, I'm sorry, not a straight, but a shavette. I think that's what I said. I was going to use a shavette on my next shave, but what I'm going to do today is cut in the goatee. So I don't want to use a straight on the first cut in. I'll use it, or, you know, straight shavette style on the first, but it will be used on subsequent shaves. All right, rinsed out the tub. And let's get to lathering here. I've used this sheet. I've had one shave since my last video, and I used this same exact base. You know, I don't know which one I like more out of Stirling's two bases, the tallow, or the beef tallow and the mutton tallow. I don't know which one I enjoy more. The post shave, for me, they feel very, very similar. You know, I know that a lot of people rave about the Mutton Tallow. Look, they're both great. Is the Mutton Tallow better? Does it have a bit of a better post-shave feel? Maybe, but you know, it's, for me and my skin type, it's not really distinguishable between the two. So they're both great. That's what I can tell you. They both are very good bases. So great job, Rod and Mandy. And you know, the customer support from Stirling is great. Whenever you're ordering from them, immediately you get an email thanking you for ordering from them. That's, you know, it's always appreciated. And then when your order ships, and mine shipped within, I think, 2 days of ordering it. So, you know, not bad there either, as far as how quickly it shipped. And once it was shipped, it took, and this isn't really on them, but I'm just giving you my experience. Once it shipped, it took another 3 days to get to me. So from the time I ordered to the time I received it, it was about a week. But yeah, I mean, about the same as anything else. Honestly, Amazon Prime, at least at this point in time, is not hitting their, you know, 2 to 3 days, because they're going for essentials. They're getting out essentials, I suppose, you know, toiletries and that type of thing. And also, you know, we have a baby coming, so we've been doing a lot of research on diapers and wipes and stuff, and that's also considered essential, which is pretty cool. I mean, and it should be, for sure. So if you have a baby and, you know, you're going out to places and you're not able to find diapers or wipes, the next best place, obviously, is just to order online. And it's cool that Amazon is fulfilling those as an essential item. You can always go back, though, like the old-timey people did, right? I say old-timey people, like my grandmother and great-grandmother, and use those cotton diapers, you know, the reusable diapers. And, you know, if you had to, you could do that. You know, they would have 2 or 3 of them. They would reuse them, obviously. You know, they would use them, and whenever the baby boy or baby girl was I guess asleep, they would wash them, dry them, and, you know, continue on that process, essentially. So, yeah, we have a lot of growth here. I'm talking a bit too much. Sorry about that. And great lather on this stuff, man. I don't know, you know, the pricing of this, the quality of this, it's hard to beat. Stirling, RazoRock, the budget friendly, and they're definitely budget friendly, but they're also great performers. They're also, not only are they budget friendly, but they're good soaps. You know, there's nothing wrong with and I don't really post on Reddit too much, but I definitely monitor, I guess I would say. Not so much on Facebook groups. I really don't have any personal Facebook that I use, but when I monitor you know, just kind of look at the Reddit posts. You know, there's a lot of, in my opinion, wow, we're at almost 10 minutes and I haven't even started shaving yet. A lot of, like, I don't know, elitism, I guess is what I would call it, on soaps. Like, if you're not using, you know, these top 10 soaps, you know, you're not wet shaving, or not that anyone's saying that specifically, but you get what I'm saying, you know, like, you're not whatever. So I watched the UFC 249 fights last night, and it was awesome to actually watch some live sporting events. We recently just got back from my mother's house. Picked up lunch, went there, ate, and yeah. Oh, this feather blade just makes quick work of this growth. And yeah, Astras would do, I mean, any razor would do it, but I feel like since the feathers are so sharp, and again, that's also questionable, saying that one blade is extremely sharp. You could actually test that with a, I don't know what the device is called, but you can actually test the sharpness of objects with this little device. It has like a little, these little, I guess, testing pieces that you put in the bottom of them, and then you kind of cut that media, that test media, and it tells you how sharp an object is. So you can't actually test how sharp something is. So I guess if I wanted to, I could purchase that and test how sharp a feather is opposed to whatever else. But you know, they're all sharp. But my point was, since I feel feathers are slightly more sharp, if not much more sharp than other DE blades, that I don't get a lot of irritation whenever I use them when I'm cutting a lot of growth. So that's just my experience and my thoughts on that. Add a little bit more water to this. The thing with wet shaving, I'm gonna add a little bit more water to this side too, is it's really subjective. I mean, if I like a base and you don't, am I wrong or are you wrong? Neither of us are wrong, right? I mean, and for some that's common sense, and for others it's like, no, definitely not. Like, I'm right, you know, this specific soap that I like is much better than any soaps you like, and you don't like my soap. It's, yeah. Anyways, that's a whole nother thing that I also see on Reddit, unfortunately, but to each their own. I'm not, I'm not into getting into stuff like that myself. So I'll watch it, like I said, and but other than that, I'm not really too worried. Yeah, Stirling scent off the puck, just like I said with the Weekend in Malibu, which is just right here. Let me move all my brushes. It's right here. Weekend in Malibu, you know, from the puck, it's about 4 to 5. It may go up to 6 once lathered. You know, they're not, again, to my nose, they're not extremely scented soaps. Some people may like that. Some people may have skin allergies that don't allow them to use extremely scented soaps or whatever the case is. Me personally, I really like heavily scented soaps. I want to smell it. That's part of the experience for me. But, you know, if you're not into that, then that's fine. Now, don't get me wrong. Stirling's scent strength is strong enough for me, but I would prefer stronger. I don't think there's an option. You know, on their website, there's an option for increasing the menthol that you want your aftershaves and whatnot, but I don't think there's an option for the scent of the soap. And I understand that because everybody has, you know, scent variations. Like, I may want it super strong, and then somebody else may want it super light. Somebody else may want it how it is right now, kind of middle of the road. And so that's like 3 separate batches that they would have to do per soap to fulfill all of those requests. And you can only have so much inventory, especially Stirling with all of the soaps that these guys have, Rod and Mandy have. It's incredible. They have so many different scents, and they do their seasonal scents. And by the way, I can't wait for winter to come around, and that Christmas shoot. What is it called? I don't have it here. I have the little sample aftershave. Is it called Christmas tree? Shoot, what is it called? Or Christmas time, Christmas Eve, something like that. And it smells just, I mean, it smells like a Christmas tree, no doubt. So, I love that scent. I bought it last year around the time, and then I got it, smelled it, loved it, but then other things came up. You know, Christmas time, I'm very busy with work and everything else, and so I didn't really have time to go and purchase. But this year, when it comes out, oh, I'll be purchasing. I'm gonna get the soap. I'll definitely get the aftershave and probably the EDT. You know, I don't even know if it's in the EDT, to be honest. I know for sure soap and aftershave. EDT, it might not be available, but it's such an iconic scent, you know. What is it? Fir pine? Is it fir trees? What's the actual, you know, what we call a Christmas tree? What's the actual name of that? Is it a fir spruce? What is that? But yeah, this is how I do the cut-in. I've done cut-ins before with straights. It works just as fine, but and in all reality, I feel like I have much more control with a straight when cutting in than I do with a DE. But the past 2 cut-ins I've done on camera I've actually used a straight, so I wanted to do something a little different here. It's gonna take a day or two for it to grow out a little more, so I can see if it's lined up correctly and whatnot, because my sides here really don't have too much growth. You could probably see that here and here. So it's a little difficult right off the bat to see the lines and whatnot, but another day or two, make myself a little down here. Maybe ingrown hairs, I really don't know. I've had this happen. I had a cold sore here, a little pimple there, and then a pimple here that popped up. And they will just not go away, man. I've tried like the whole toothpaste stuff, whatever, it just doesn't work. All right, what do I want to use for an aftershave? This is just out and about. I think I used that a couple shaves ago. Let's use this. This is a Stirling aftershave. Deep Blue Sea. Oh, is it focusing? Come on, camera. Anyways, Deep Blue Sea. Sorry if it's not focusing. Yeah, this is is it Blue by Chanel that this is? Let me not say that. I don't know. It's modeled after someone, another fragrance house. And yeah, it smells. It's a fantastic smell. So. Oh yeah. Really, this and Executive Man. As far as like my Stirling scents, those are two of my favorite. And, you know, we're not talking about generic scents, because the Christmas tree scent would be up there as well. But I'm talking about scents that, you know, is basically just Stirling's. Because, you know, Executive Man is after Aventus, right? But Aventus, their scent is similar, but it's not identical. And this is, I'm sure, not identical to what it's trying to hit. The Christmas tree scent is essentially, oh, there's another Christmas tree scent. Anyways, I'm going a million different ways, but that's the shave. We're at 21 minutes. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. If you've made it to the end of this video, like right now, holy cow, thank you. And I'll see you guys next shave.